Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good day. Wherever you are, whenever you're seeing this, I hope you are good. So guys, today we're going to be getting into a very special message for this full moon in Sag that is going to be on June 11th. This is a message that you need to see this week while we are stepping into this full moon energy. You do not want to miss it. So let's just talk about the full moon in Sag energy as a whole. This energy is definitely pushing us, and we know a full moon is all about releasing and things being brought to light. This full moon is questioning and challenging us to redefine our faith, get back on our purpose, figure out what's been distracting us, realign ourselves with our truth, really trust our intuition, just be prepared to kind of step into this new season with more focus, with more determination. It's also a time to kind of recognize what's been getting us off our track and how we can steer things back into alignment. So we definitely have the odds in our favor right now with this full moon in Sag. It's a lot that we can take from this energy. So let's go ahead and get right into the tea. I have a stack of cards. As always, we're going to get into it. Of course, I'm doing my private full moon readings this week. You guys can check down below in the description box to get into it. We're going to be answering 3 questions. What is distracting you? How should you navigate your current path? And also, how can you get control over your life? This full moon in Sag is definitely about regaining control over your purpose, over your path, over your strategy, and not letting anything get you off track. So let's go ahead and get into the tea, guys. We're going to get started. If you want a private reading, check down below in the description box to see how you can get those questions answered for you, and specifically see how this full moon is showing up for you right now. So let's go ahead and get into the tea, guys. Starting off, you guys know, let's just get right into it. So we have our first chakra, Archangel Michael. We have Door to Value. We have Deceit. And we have Cornucopia. Let's get into this. So we have Deceit, Door to Value. Ooh, we also have Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. So Door to Value and Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. This represents new opportunities in career, in prosperity, in finances, being able to budget your money better, being a better magnet for money, being a better magnet for your manifestations and new opportunities. Also, Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. This means being a magnet for certain conflict or lessons or triggers that's going to be allowing you to be healed. So again, with this full moon, it's about gaining back our control, getting out of our own way, or realizing what outside influences have been in our way and being able to push past those things and power through those things. So we definitely want to be mindful of these new doors that we have the opportunity to go through. Also, with the first chakra, Archangel Michael, okay, this is a reminder that we're protected and safe. This is our root chakra as well. So get grounded. Get grounded. Spend some time getting back to who you are, where you're going, your purpose, your path. This is definitely time to get away from the distractions, get away from the things that just don't matter, and really focus on where you're going and those specific things that are going to be leading you from one step to the next step, to the next step, to the next step. This is definitely an opportunity and a time to grow and to expand and to push yourself. And you want to be in the mindset that you're safe while you're doing it. So some first chakra, some root chakra work is definitely going to be good. We also have Deceit and Cornucopia. Cornucopia, this talks about wishes being fulfilled, getting your manifestations, having a lot of abundance. We see a lot of great things unfolding, so we know we have a lot of great things on the way. But we have this Deceit as well. We'll see how this comes up more later. Deceit, this is about, people that you can't trust. Maybe even being in a space where you can't trust yourself. If there is deceit around you, it needs to be dealt with. And if you've been knowing that there are certain things and people and environments that you can't trust, and you've been allowing yourself to be in those situations because, it's easier to just sit here than to do anything about it, you're going to realize why that's not the easiest way, why that's not the best way. You're going to realize why sometimes it's better to take that extra step to get something out of your life, to reposition, to refocus, to set yourself up for success in a different way. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes we get the benefit, if not all the time, okay? So definitely be aware of some deceit. There's definitely going to be some people, some things that we're going to just, have to reevaluate. So let's see if we have more that comes up for that as we keep going through this spread, guys. We have look for a sign. Look for a sign. We have within the next few weeks. Within the next few weeks. We have ask your angels. Ask your angels. Meditation is going to be good. Journaling, prayer, and we have success as well. So I feel like this deceit is something we want to be mindful of within the next few weeks. This could definitely be popping up in the summer. Well, where a situation is going to be hitting its head in the next few weeks. So we'll be able to deal with this sooner rather than later. Also, look for a sign. Don't be blind to what you're seeing. If you're feeling certain energies or seeing certain things, you're seeing it and feeling it for a reason. Make sure you act on it. Make sure you challenge yourself to do something about it. Don't just let your dreams, especially right now with this full moon, don't just let your dreams and the signs and the angel numbers and the things that you hear and your emotions, don't just let those things come and go. Like, those are signs. Those are things that you want to lean into, things that you really, really want to pay attention to. So look for a sign, and also ask your angels. You don't want to be meditating and praying and asking the Lord to show you this and asking God to reveal this to you, and then not doing anything about it, not paying attention to those messages. So I think that some of us are very good at asking for signs, but then when the signs pop up, we're not able to interpret them, or we're confused, or we don't trust what our intuition is telling us. So we definitely want to get back to a point where we trust ourselves and where we trust our intuition. This might be dealing with stress, dealing with some anxiety, dealing with some fear or some distrust that you have within yourself and your intuition. Also, it could be just removing yourself from the people that are deceitful, getting away from people that make you question yourself and make you question what God is telling you. If you have people around you that you can't trust, and you can't trust them, it's definitely going to eventually make you question whether you could trust yourself or not, because you have these people around you that you can't trust. So clock it. Also, success. If you're stepping into success, if you want to step into success, if you've been manifesting stepping into success, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to protect your success? And that's what this season is about. Protecting your success with the right mindset, with the right tools, with the right people, with the right energy, and just knowing how to step into those things and being the right person to maintain what you're stepping into. We also have Peacock. Beware of great pride. Let's get into our tea leaf. Beware of great pride. Don't feel embarrassed or ashamed or guilty or weak for anything that you're having to do. Don't feel like, I can keep this person in my life and still have this and have this. They're not going to affect me. I can still be doing this and still have this. It's not going to affect me. You don't gain anything from acting like you're stronger than what you really are. You actually lose so much when you do that, because we're strong enough for a reason. Anything past that threshold is something we need to ask for help with, ask for support with. You don't ever want to be pushing yourself beyond what you can't tolerate, or what is making you have issues. If you know that there's somebody or something that you need to cut off, do something about it, and don't let your pride keep you in a space that you're not supposed to be in. We have Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. This is definitely not the time to give up. It's not the time to quit. It's not the time to say, well, I guess it ain't gonna get no better. It's not the time to do that. It's time to refocus. We have first chakra. This is an energy of getting back to the basics. It's an energy of starting over from scratch, from the ground up, from, preparing your mind and your body to step into a new season. And that's what we have to do. It's going to be hard. There's going to be work, but we'll be able to make it through. So if you persevere, you'll be surprised at what you're able to do. Now, again, this doesn't mean don't ask for help. This doesn't mean handle everything on your own. You have to use the things that are around you in order to be able to go from one step to the next. And if you have things in your life, utilize them. Utilize the people. Allow these things to connect to you and pour into you so you can do the same. Everything has to be a balance in this life. So if you're always giving and giving and giving and nothing or nobody is ever pouring back into you, how is that balance? How is that really setting you up for success to get what you're supposed to be getting from the relationships? It's not. Okay. So make sure that you're just making the most of the things that you have in your life. We have bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. Waiting for news, package, or letter. We have gavel, involvement with the law. Some of us could be waiting on a legal decision. We have forest, muddled and unclear thinking. Muddled and unclear thinking. It's definitely time to figure out what is causing you to not trust your intuition, what's causing you to doubt yourself, what's causing you to just not be able to connect with that energy. Lots of cleansing work, doing a spiritual bath with some sea salt to cleanse your energy, cleansing your home. Some of us really need to take that extra step to make sure we're cleansing our home, preparing our space, preparing ourselves, taking care of ourselves on a regular basis. Even though we always are thinking positively or saying the affirmations or listening to the sound bowls, you want to go that extra step to physically cleanse yourself, cleanse your home, and do things that are going to bring you the peace that you're looking for So make sure you're doing that so you can deal with that unclear thinking. Or ask yourself, what's causing you to have unclear thinking? What is distracting you? What is causing there to be a veil over what you know is the truth? You know, what's separating you from the truth? What's separating you from what you need to step into right now? We have Claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Do not take risks. This is definitely not a time to act all crazy and be doing crazy things when we still trying to figure out how we feel about something. You don't even know how you really feel right now. So be certain of how you feel, of what you want, of where you're going. Get grounded in that. Be secure in that. That's how we have this first chakra energy of getting back grounded, of getting back rooted into where we're going. This is definitely about, this full moon is definitely reminding us of our purpose, of our path, and of what we need to do to get there. And you know, how we maybe have been very far off and now we're getting steered back into that. So trust where you're being led. Listen to the signs. You don't even have to take a crazy risk right now if you don't want to. There's going to be signs telling you exactly what you need to do. So listen to those things. We also have a similar camel energy, success assured with good plans and hard work, egg. If you have the plans and the hard work, you'll be able to get what you need. We have cat, a two-faced friend, So we have that deceit energy. We have that cat energy. There's somebody that we need to move around from. It's going to be revealed to you in the next coming weeks, or you know it already, and you're going to have to do something about it in the next coming weeks. A two-faced friend. You're not tripping. They are two-faced. So, you know, be mindful of that. Basket, recognition and reward for merit. Recognition and reward for merit. And we have January. January, Capricorn. Who else's birthday is in January? Capricorn and Aquarius? Capricorn and Aquarius. So Capricorn and Aquarius energy, let me know if that's correct, y'all. I'm pretty sure it is. But Capricorn and Aquarius energy, someone could be popping out. This could be this friend. This could also be something that popped up for you at the beginning of the year that you know you need to deal with and you've been holding off. That could have been a very big distraction for you. If you know you have something weighing on you from the beginning of the year that still hasn't been dealt with. So challenge yourself to kind of step into that. You know, it's going to be hard work, but we have to be mindful of the hard work and intentional with the hard work. Don't just make yourself do hard things and have hard conversations and face fears just for nothing. Know why you're stepping into those things. Have a plan when you're stepping into it and be specific about what you want to get from everything you plan to face. Everything you plan to face, be specific about what you want to get from it. We have a win-win outcome as forecast. Full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. So you're going to get the success you need. Everyone is going to get the success they need. We have success. So I definitely feel there's going to be certain spaces where you'll have to get space for somebody, but it'll be what you both need in the long run. So just trust that. Also, in terms of the legal situation, a win-win outcome is forecast. So I feel like there will be success there for anybody that's dealing with legal issues. We also have conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. So this is the season of tying up loose ends. This is the season of making it make sense, of figuring out what needs to go, of figuring out what can stay, of just doing the necessary things so we can have what we need and continue to move forward. This is the season to do it. We have a new start is coming, new moon. A new start is coming, and we have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. So beautiful. Take time to pause. Know where you want to go. Know what you want to do. Do not take risks. Trust that this is a season to plan, to deal with distractions, to recognize what's in your way, and have a new approach. Isn't it so good to have a new approach to what you want? A better approach based on the mistakes that you've already learned? That is literally the best, because now you have experience. Now you're more prepared. And maybe before you didn't even feel ready to step into something. You could have just been thrown into it. And maybe it still feels like we're getting thrown into it. But whether we admit it or not, or whether we can acknowledge it or not, we are more prepared now. We do have more now. We are more ready now. And it's about making the most of that and stepping into it. Let's wrap this thing up with our last 3 stacks of cards, guys. So we have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Do something to change your energy. Sometimes the best thing to do when we don't know what to do is nothing. Take time to breathe out. Do something to change your energy. Sometimes the best thing to do is go out, have some fun, have a little brunch, you know what I'm saying? Have a little dinner, walk around the park, see some old friends, laugh at some old videos, go to a concert, get out the house. Sometimes it's good just to do something different, to shake up the energy that you've been feeling. If you've been feeling down and distraught, confused, not being able to pick up on signs of energy, you're not going to find those energies where you are. You're going to have to do something to change your energy. You're going to have to get out the house more, eat different things, work on being grounded, work on your energy and your mindset every day, work on your emotions and your vibrations and your frequencies. Okay, we don't need to sleep on raising our frequencies. That's not something that the girls talk about anymore, but that is always going to be, something that never gets old. You can always strive to raise and increase your frequency and your vibration. That's always going to be the way to attract the better things that you're trying to. And it'll help you navigate through those harsh energies. It'll always be able to deal with hard things. It'll be a lot easier for you to deal with those hard things when you have been in a space of taking care of yourself and making sure that your vibration is at a level to where you're strong enough to deal with those things. Stay into it. We have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. It makes no sense to do it alone. Reach out, get help, get support, connect with the people that you want to connect with, and go the extra mile to see that you're able to, do the things that you need to. We have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? How can you mother yourself? If you've been abandoning yourself and not really taking care of yourself, that could be why it's a lot harder for you to seek out those relationships in others and foster those relationships in others. If you're feeling alone when you're really not, if it's hard for you to feel support, even though support is there for you, it could be very, very good for you to figure out how you can better mother yourself and better tap into yourself. We also have take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Get off the treadmill. Something that could have been distracting us is just the feeling that if we don't stop, the feeling that if we do stop, we're a failure. The feeling that if we do stop, we're not going to get it. Don't let your need of rest be something that distracts you. Let it be something that makes you rest. Don't let the fear and the anxiety be something that distracts you. Let it be something that you do something with. When I need to take a break, let me take a break. When I need to take a step back, let me take a step back. Okay? Take the step back, take the break, give yourself the time and the space that you need, because you're on your own path. That's why this is about getting back to your own path, figuring out how you can get in alignment and how you can get back in control of your life and what you want. There's too many outside things controlling where you're going. This is about getting back in control of that. We have inspiration, begin now. Beautiful. Begin now. Why wait? Begin now. Bright future. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. All of the confusion and all of the muddled thinking, not being clear of where you're heading, that is happening to prepare you to see where you're going. And that should be happening to let you know, okay, when am I the most confused? When do I not know what's going on? What happens that completely throws me off? This is the time to tap into those messages. We have self-love. Love yourself. Self-love. Love yourself. We also have imagination. Let your dreams take flight. Imagination. Let your dreams take flight. Let your dreams take flight. Do something about the things that you want. Do something about it. Be dedicated to it. Don't not stand up for your dreams. Don't not stand up for your vision. And self-love. Love yourself. Prioritize yourself. Give yourself what you need in this season. We have cut the cords. Ooh, cut the cords, honey. Cut the cords. Who do you need to release? What do you need to release? It could be a good time to do a releasing ritual to fear, to doubt, to anger. Literally write dear doubt, dear fear, whatever. Write a letter to these things. Read it 3 times and burn it. Rededicate yourself to you. Let go of the things that have been holding you back. Let go of those things that make you feel like you can't move forward without those things. Rededicate yourself to God's plan for you. You guys know I always get the guardian angel energy. I love this locked queen. Guardian angel, you're protected. We had that Archangel Michael, so you're protected. Know that and trust that. We have listen deeply. Listen deeply. How can you connect and listen to what people are saying, to what you're seeing? Listen to the signs, look for the signs. They're happening, they're there. Don't feel like, you aren't getting the messages that you need. They're right in front of you. Listen more deeply. Take yourself out of the equation. Do some emotional releasing. Do some cleansing work so you're not so affected negatively that you can't see the forest for the trees. You want to remove those things that are stopping you from seeing clearly, so you can get the tea. And lastly, we have earth and ground. We're starting and finishing with the message of grounding today. Earth and ground. Earth and ground. Ground yourself. Spend some time outside. Spend some time in nature. Do some time, outside journaling, writing about what you want, writing about where you're going, writing about what's next for you, and getting rededicated to that, getting excited again about where you're going, and just knowing that it's all for your betterment. It's all for the good of you. So yes, guys, that is what we have for this full moon in Sag. Let me know how you feel about this full moon in Sag. And if you want a private reading so you can see what distractions you're being made aware of, how can you regain control of your life, and how you can navigate this current path that you're on, check down below in the description box to get a reading for this private full moon, for this full moon in Sag. Those readings are going to be sent out all week, so get into the tea. I cannot wait to connect with you guys. I really love this spread. I think this was the message that I definitely needed and that you guys needed. It's time. You're here. Accept it, believe it, trust it, remove Remove what you do not need in your life. Remove the two-faced energy, remove the deceitful energy. Actually do something about what you recognize you no longer need. Don't just recognize what isn't working and just feel down about it. Do something about it. Do something about it. Take that beautiful push of energy that you have to move forward. Try something different. Trust yourself and know that you can have the things that you want. So yes, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. I thank you guys for being here as always. Let me know how you felt about this amazing message, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless.